I rhetorically ask myself whether or not the recording is currently functioning. Very well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video blog with caramida9. And I'm sorry, but I'll have to stop this charade because I'm just fucking crapping myself for laughing. But anyway, yes, so welcome back to some more vlogs with caramida9. The reason for such a fancy intro is going to be explained in just a second in the vlog. Alright, so now that we are back to normal. Why I started like that is because I wanted to give the impression of a story basically. Because in today's vlog, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask a question and then come up with a story with my own personal story to answer the question. The question will be for everyone. It will be for me, but it will also be very important. It will be a question for you guys to answer it in the comments, and I'm going to exemplify it by answering it my own. Let me just get going on this. So give me just a sec. All right. So basically, what I wanted to ask to you over here is I wanted to hear your story of how you met me. How you got to this channel. I find it very fascinating. This idea, this story of basically how just a random person somewhere out there in the world, from whatever country you might be, English speaking or not, Romania or any other country, going on the internet, and from the dozens of websites and from the millions of views, millions of channels and billions upon billions of videos, you have managed to find my videos and my channel and have decided to subscribe to it. Just the idea of all those coincidences happening, is just mind blowing. And I want to hear your story of how you got to here. How did you get to it? What was the first video that you watched? Did you watch it on YouTube? Did you watch it on a different website? On Facebook, or I don't know, maybe it was shared on a completely different website that I don't know of, or I do know of. Do you watch it on a mobile device or on a computer? That's also an important thing. Did you watch it by yourself or at the recommendation of your friend? Did you check something else before watching it? And how long did it take you to subscribe? All those are very, very interesting and fascinating stories, and it creates a more personal connection between channel the channel creator and its fans, basically. And to exemplify, about this story, I'm going to present you some of my stories of how I encounter some of the YouTubers that I follow in these current days, basically. And obviously, what better example to go with than the freaking well-known, all-popular number one PewDiePie. Obviously, I cannot stop and admit that I am, I have subscribed to him. So I'm going to go with the story of how it happened, basically. So back in, I think it was 2012, I was following this website. It was called 9gag. I don't know why, for some reason, the people on YouTube don't really like 9gag and 9gaggers in general. I haven't found a reason for that, but for me, that was basically my introduction to internet memes. 9gag was the place where I learned all about the internet memes and the forever alones and the troll faces and everything all about that. But yeah, and one day there was a post about this scary Korean comic. It was called the Bong Chong Dong Ghost. You might have heard of it. It's a very scary comic. It has a weird effect in which it something jumps at you. You can search it, and watch it, read it yourself and watch it. But fair warning, it can take you by surprise. So be prepared for some jump scares. But yeah, after just barely recovering from the near heart attack that I had after watching, after reading that comic, I was very interested to see if some other YouTuber or some other guy. I wasn't really familiar with the idea of YouTuber back then. Reacted to it, and lo and behold, one of the YouTubers that reacted to the Bong Chong Dong Ghost Korean scary comic was the famous, well, not so famous back then, but still important PewDiePie. And I watched that video, it was pretty hilarious. And then I checked out his channel and I said, oh, what's this? He plays Happy Wheels. What's this game? And I watched those videos and I found them pretty interesting. So I subscribed, and from back then I kind of like stuck on. And that is basically my story of how I got into, PewDiePie. And don't take that in a sexual way, please. Thank you very much. And that was just one example. Obviously, like there are many more. I was just trying to think about another popular YouTuber that I got into. I mean, not necessarily into, but I am following right now, and that is for Markiplier is it's probably like a common story. There was this game that there was Five Nights at Freddy's. It basically came out. I watched it on like several different channels. I thought that it was, a pretty cool, scary game. So I, went on YouTube, searched like Five Nights at Freddy's, and there it was. Markiplier's video like topped their millions of views, and I watched it, and from that I got familiar with Markiplier. I'm trying to like think about one more YouTuber that I really, really enjoyed watching, and I still love to this day, and it's like his voice and his content just like absolutely makes you like fucking laugh on the floor. The one that I'm thinking of is like Critical, or his channel name is Penguin Zero. I forgot exactly why he called that. So I'm thinking like, what was the first video that I watched of him? What got me into his channel? Yeah, it was so long ago. It was also one of the first guys that I watched. I think it was Co-op. Yeah, it was Co-op. Yeah, I remember Co-op, or the guy with the game with the athlete that is like trying to like walk the 100 miles race. And yeah, I remember watching that guy, Critical, reacting to that game, and oh my god, his commentary on that video was just absolutely bonkers. I laughed for ages. And yeah, I haven't like followed him constantly, but I have reminded myself about him like a few years ago. So I went back to his channel. I forgot about his name, so I had to like search that video. I had to search co-op and then find his video, and then I eventually find that guy, and I found out that he made like many more videos on many more ridiculous games, and it was such a nice experience. But yeah, that's pretty much my ramble about how I encounter some of my followed or favorites YouTubers. So, what is your story on how you encountered me? I'm very curious to find out. How did all these worldly coincidences lead you to find my channel? Make sure you leave that in the comment down below. And yeah, that's about it with these vlogs. I hope it's a pretty interesting idea. If you enjoyed it, then make sure you leave a like as well. Subscribe and to see more, and I will see you next time with what I'm going to make. Bye bye.